please help me welcome our Vice President of Education, Eric Berjke.
Fellow Toastmasters, good morning.
Good morning.
I love the enthusiasm today, everyone. I'll jump right in to be brief and give you something salutary that you will be able to take home. The 4 steps to a sale. They are initial contact, they are build rapport, close, and follow-up. Today I will give you a few pieces about each of those 4 steps and summarize at the end so that you can go and make some sales, okay?
Okay.
So initial contact. First and foremost, you can't sell somebody if you don't have contact with them, right?
Right.
So the best way to make contact, in my opinion, is with the phone. You can talk to so many people in one single day with the phone. It's like an ATM, right? However much money you want to make, that's how many phone calls you should make, right?
Yeah.
And there are 2 big points in making initial contact. They need to be massive. You need to make a massive amount of initial contact. That's why at the core training we talk to 20 people a day. We have 100 conversations a week because we know that to make a lot of sales, you have to make a lot of contact. Another crucial point about initial contact, you have to be targeting the right people. They need to be qualified and in need of what you're selling. I'll give you the perfect example of this. I was making my phone calls one day, and I call this guy up, and he's like, "Hello, this is Andy, Andy's Barbecue." "Hey, Andy, this is Eric at the core training. We're a coaching company for realtors and lenders. Are you a realtor or a lender?" "No, I own a barbecue company. Why are you calling me?" It's like, "Why did you download my free material? I'll talk to you later." So, perfect example. Don't call a barbecue person to sell them real estate or mortgage coaching. It wouldn't go over well. So, to recap initial contact, it's got to be massive. You have to contact a lot of people to get your message out. And you must be contacting the proper candidates. Step number 2 to making the sale is to build rapport. The dictionary defines rapport as a friendly, harmonious relationship. In making a sale, rapport can be broken down to a simple acronym called FORD. Family, occupation, recreation, and dreams. Just remember family, occupation, recreation, dreams, and you will be able to easily build rapport with anyone that you're speaking to. Not just on the phone, making a sale. Not just face-to-face. At a dinner party, maybe you're one of those more shy individuals. You like to stand over by the drink and just kind of hang out. So you're standing in the corner, somebody comes up to you, you have to have a conversation. "So tell me about your family." "Oh, what do you do for a living?" Right? Now the key to building rapport is not just showing interest in that person. To build a deep relationship that's going to be profitable, it's going to be salutary later on, you need to find common ground. So use the FORD formula, family, occupation, recreation, dreams, as probes to find common ground. Keep asking questions until you find something that you have in common with the person. Talk about that thing that you have in common. You've built rapport. You now have a friendly, harmonious relationship, and now they will trust you when you close. Step number 3 to the sale is to close. You don't bring any value to the table until you close them on your product, on the solution that you're providing. You can talk about all the benefits, you can talk about all the great features, but until you close them and say, "How am I going to get this into your hands?" you've done no good. There are 3 examples I have for you of a close. They are the brain surgeon close, the needs analysis close, and the takeaway close. For example, the brain surgeon close, you put yourself in a powerful position. Imagine, the reason it's called the brain surgeon close is you go to the doctor, the brain surgeon says you need brain surgery, this is how we're going to do it. Are you going to argue? "Well, you know, in my days in medical school." No, you're going to say, "You're the brain surgeon, I'm doing whatever you tell me to do." So an example of that for you as a core training salesperson would be, listen, the core training has 32 coaches. They all make over $500,000 a year and have over $500,000 in their bank accounts. You want that out of your career, don't you? Let's sign on the dotted line. brain surgeon close. The needs analysis close is a easier approach, more of a friendly way to go forward. You say, okay, so what's the number one thing you want to accomplish? What's the number one thing you don't want to accomplish? You take diligent notes, you actively listen, ask a lot of questions. Why? What does that look like? You say, okay, these 3 things are what you said you want to accomplish. This is what the core training will do to accomplish these things for you. Let's sign you up. And the takeaway close, I'm not going to tell you about. Now you want it even more, right? That's the takeaway. The 4th step to the sale is follow-up. Now, whether you get the deal, get the credit card, send out their package on the phone, or whether you don't, this is the key step for a retention sale or an acquisition sale. What happens when you go buy a big TV, you buy a refrigerator? What happens immediately the next day when you wake up and you see your big TV in the living room? Anybody know? It's so expensive. Why did I do that? You always follow up with the customer. The next day you give them the honor call. You say, Mr. Customer, you made an incredible decision yesterday. This is the best thing that you've done for your business. It's an honor for me to work with you. I can't wait to get you the results. Right? You always give that honor call to reaffirm for them because they're doubting the decision they made. If you didn't get the sale, you still follow up. You have to be consistent. You have to be persistent. I'll give you an example of this before I close. A gentleman, John Parker, spoke to him in August of 2014. He was not ready. I spoke to him about 5 minutes every single month. For the next 8 months, 10 months, 12 months later, he called me and said, hey, Eric, here's my credit card. I'm ready to go. Now, I'm not encouraging you that that's how every sale should be. You have to close deals. You have to get a certain amount of people signed up every single month. However, there are people out there that you need to follow up with, and you will reap the benefits of following up with these customers. To recap, these are the 4 steps of the sale. Initial contact. Build rapport, a harmonious, friendly relationship. Close. Ask for the business no matter what. You got to be clear, direct, and firm about what you want. So ask for the business and always follow up. Madam Toastmaster?